You know, I've used aqua-bound paddles for over 15 years, and I couldn't be more excited about the new Posi-Lock ferrule system. It's quick, it's simple, it's bomb-proof, and with no metal parts, you'll never deal with rust. Simply choose the feather you want on the paddle, click it together, and you have a solid, no-wiggle connection. For more information on all of aqua-bound's great paddles, visit aqua-bound.com. More than any other paddle sport, you really rely on your paddle when you're whitewater paddling. And that's why it's important that you find a paddle that's comfortable in your hands and that can stand up to the use or abuse that it's going to get. To start off, let's take a look at what paddles are made from. The highest performance and the most expensive paddles are made from carbon fiber. They're light and stiff, which means they transfer your power into propulsion incredibly well. Although fiberglass paddles aren't quite as light and stiff as carbon fiber paddles, they still offer great performance. On the other end of the spectrum, the cheapest paddles are generally made with an aluminum shaft and plastic blades. Now these paddles are heavier and they have a lot of flex, which means they're very inefficient in turning your power into propulsion. More importantly though, they're not nearly as strong, and so they're not a great choice for whitewater kayaking. Personally, I think the best overall paddle is one like the aqua-bound carbon shred. Now, what makes this thing unique is that it has a full carbon shaft and then plastic blades that are reinforced with carbon fiber. Now, that reinforcement of carbon fiber in the blades makes the blades stiffer and stronger, so you still get a lot of power, but the plastic makes it incredibly durable. So you can bang it off rocks, drop it on the pavement accidentally, and it'll hold up to that abuse. The next thing to decide on is the length of the paddle and the size of the blades, and your body type is the biggest factor. Not surprisingly, smaller paddlers should use smaller blades and a paddle with a narrower shaft that makes it easier to grip. As for length, paddles are conventionally measured in centimeters, and in general, a 192 to 200 centimeter paddle is great for someone between 5'8" and 6'1" in height. Now, if you're slightly shorter or taller than that, then choose a paddle that's slightly shorter or longer than that. I'm 6'3" and around 200 pounds, and I use a 204 centimeter paddle, which happens to be one of the longest whitewater paddles that I've seen on the river. Now, once you've decided on a paddle length and blade size, the last thing you need to look at is the feather or offset of the blades. Feather is the amount of twist between the blades of a paddle, and a paddle can have either a lot of twist or no twist at all. For whitewater kayaking, a 30-degree twist seems to be most popular these days, although more and more people are using a paddle with no twist at all because they're more intuitive to use. If you're not sure what type of twist to get on your paddle, you really can't go wrong with a 30-degree or a zero twist paddle. Well, I hope that helps you choose your whitewater paddle. Of course, the more you paddle, the better you'll know what paddle you like for your body type and the type of paddling that you like to do. Until next time, I'm Ken Whiting with Paddling TV.